My beloved soul, today I want you to realize something you might have overlooked. You've been spending too much time visiting a museum, a private museum, one that only exists in your mind and heart. In it, you walk familiar halls, looking at the same exhibits every day. There's the gallery of regrets with vivid pictures of words you wish you'd said or hadn't. There's the room of lost chances with sculptures of closed doors. And there's the most visited wing, that of old hurts, where every offense, every disappointment is preserved in painful detail. You know every piece by heart. You've become the curator of your own pain, the keeper of your own chains. And I watch you with a love that goes beyond time. And I ask, my child, why do you insist on living in a place that no longer has life? The past is a reference point, not a dwelling place. I'm calling you out of that museum. I invite you to feel the sun on your face, to breathe the fresh air of a new day I've made for you. You've kept your eyes so fixed on your life's rearview mirror that you're missing the magnificent scenery unfolding before you, through the windshield. What I'm about to show you can change your life, because it's not just advice to move on. It's an unveiling of what moving on truly means in my design. I've prepared a future for you, not a future patched together with remnants of your past, but an entirely new one, painted with colors you've never seen, filled with joys you haven't yet experienced, and infused with a purpose that will give meaning to everything you've lived. The weight you carry, that baggage of what-ifs and if-onlys, is keeping you from running freely into the arms of your destiny. You weren't made to live bent under the burden of yesterday. You were made to walk with your head held high, with your eyes set on the hope of tomorrow. I'm not invalidating what you've been through. Your experiences, both sweet and bitter, are part of your story, but they are the opening sections, not the whole book. And I, the author of your life, am turning the page. I'm starting a new section, and I want you to be present, body and soul, to experience it with me. Before I continue this message, write this word of faith in the comments. I am open to the blessings God has prepared for me. By doing so, you're taking the first step out of the museum, declaring to the universe and to yourself that you're ready for what's new. Now, continuing the message, I want you to understand that your past doesn't disqualify you for the glorious future I've planned. In fact, it has qualified you. Every tear you've shed has watered the soil of your soul, making you more compassionate. Every mistake you made and regretted has become a lesson in humility. Every time your heart was broken, it expanded in its capacity to truly love. I waste nothing. In my hands, even the ashes of your past become fertilizer for the garden of your future. Leave the past where it belongs. Honor the lessons, release the pain, and turn to me. The future I've prepared isn't a mirage. It's a promise, and it's closer than you think. My precious soul, let's explore a bit more why the past holds such sway over you. It's familiar, even in its pain. There's a strange comfort zone in what's known. The future, on the other hand, is unknown, and the unknown can spark fear. You cling to the past because, in a way, you feel you control it. You can revisit it, analyze it, try to rewrite it in your mind. But that's an illusion. The past is unchangeable. The only thing you control is how much power you allow it to have over your present. There are two main chains that bind you to that dock of yesterday. The first is the chain of guilt. The accuser's voice is relentless. It echoes in your mind, repeating your mistakes, your shortcomings, your thoughtless words. It convinces you that you don't deserve a bright future because of the shadows of your past. I want you to hear my voice, which rings louder and clearer than any accusation. I have already forgiven you. The moment you repented, I cast your transgressions into the sea of forgetfulness. I don't keep reopening your case. For me, the case is closed. The price has already been paid. Your insistence on punishing yourself is an affront to my grace, which is more than enough to cover any failing. To live in guilt is to say your mistake is greater than my forgiveness. And that, my child, will never be true. The second chain is resentment. It's forged by the wounds others inflicted on you. Abandonment, betrayal, injustice. You feel entitled to carry this hurt as proof of the wrong done to you. But this chain doesn't bind the person who hurt you. It only binds you. Resentment is an anchor that keeps you from sailing into new waters. It keeps you emotionally connected to whoever caused you distress, giving that person continuous power over your peace and joy. I call you to an act of radical courage. Release these chains. This doesn't mean you have to forget or pretend nothing happened. It means you choose not to be defined by it anymore. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I trust the Lord." By typing these words, you are making a declaration that you trust my power to heal and restore more than your past's power to imprison. It's an act that strengthens your faith and inspires others. If this message touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click "Thanks a bunch" and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Moving on, there's also a third, more subtle way of clinging to the past: the nostalgia for the good old days. You look back to a time when things seemed easier, happier, and conclude that your best days are behind you. My child, I am the God of progression, not regression. I delight in doing new things. The good times of your past were my gifts, yes, but they were just an appetizer. The main feast is yet to be served. If I was good to you yesterday, why would you doubt my goodness for tomorrow? I don't exhaust my blessings. My source is inexhaustible. The future I've prepared isn't an inferior version of your past. It's an elevation. It's a new level of joy, peace, and purpose. To step into it, you need to believe that the best is still ahead. Detach yourself from guilt, resentment, and even limiting nostalgia. Give me your hands. I want to guide you forward to the promised land of your new season. My blessed soul, perhaps you're thinking, but what is this future like? What exactly have you prepared? If I were to show you all the details at once, your mind might not be able to grasp the grandeur of my plan. But today, I'll lift the veil a little. I want to give you a glimpse of the landscape awaiting you, so your hope can take flight and your heart can fill with a sacred anticipation. The future I've prepared is, above all, a place of peace. Not the peace the world offers, which depends on the absence of problems, but my peace, which endures and thrives even amidst storms. In your future, you won't be a leaf blown by the wind of anxiety and worry anymore. You'll be like a tree planted by streams of water, with deep roots in my faithfulness. External circumstances may change, but your inner serenity will remain unshaken, because it will be anchored in me, the eternal rock. The future I've planned for you is a place of renewed purpose. You might have thought your most important roles were behind you, that your impact on the world was fading. How wrong you are. The years have given you a wisdom, a depth, and a compassion that youth simply doesn't have. I will use your story, with all its healed scars, as a powerful testament to my restoring power. You will become a source of comfort, a wise counselor, a powerful advocate. I will awaken dormant talents and give you new passions. Your life won't be an epilogue, but a new vibrant act full of meaning. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in Isaiah 43:18-19, which says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" This isn't a suggestion. It's a loving command. Stop looking back. I am doing something completely new in and through you. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send love and protection to someone you care about, declaring that a new season is coming for them too. If this message resonated with you, show your support with a thanks a bunch and help spread this message of hope. Before you go on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. Subscribing keeps you connected to this source of encouragement for your fresh start. Now, back to the message. The future I've prepared is a place of restored, healthy relationships. Areas of conflict in your family will give way to harmony. Bonds broken by misunderstanding will be reconnected through forgiveness. I will surround you with people who will build you up, love you for who you are, and celebrate your growth. And, most importantly, your relationship with me will reach new depths. You'll know me not just as the God who saved you in the past, but as the constant companion of your present and the architect of your future. The future I've prepared is also a place of genuine joy. Not the shallow happiness of a fleeting moment, but the joy that springs from a grateful heart. and a life aligned with my purpose. You'll learn to find delight in the small things, to celebrate every step of the way, and to live with a childlike sense of wonder. The worries that stole your smile will be replaced by a confidence that will restore it. This is just a glimpse, a preview of what awaits you. A future of peace, purpose, healthy relationships, and joy. This isn't an unattainable dream. It's your inheritance. It's the calling I have for you. The first and most crucial step to claim it is this: you must deliberately let go of the past. My beloved soul, talking about letting go of the past is easy, but I know putting it into practice can feel like a monumental task. How do you release something that seems so deeply rooted in who you are? The process of release isn't a one-time event, but a daily decision, a spiritual exercise that strengthens your faith muscle. And today, I want to give you the most powerful tool for this: conscious, declared forgiveness. Forgiveness is the scissors that cut the cords tying you to your past. We've talked about the chains of guilt and resentment. Now let's turn them to dust. I want you to perform a prophetic act, an exercise of liberation that will begin in your heart and show up in your life. Let's start with forgiving others. Take a moment now. Close your eyes if you can. Let my spirit bring to your mind the people who have hurt you, not to relive the pain, but to identify them for release. See each of their faces. Feel the weight their names still carry in your heart. Now, one by one, in a heartfelt conversation with me, say, "Father, I choose to forgive person's name. I release this person from the debt they owe me. I hand over to you my pain, my anger, and my desire for justice. Heal my heart and bless this person. I release them into your hands." You might not feel a rush of emotion right away. Don't worry. Forgiveness is a decision of your will, not a feeling of your heart. Your feelings will follow your decision. By doing this, you're taking away the power that person and that event had over you. You're reclaiming control of your peace. Now, for perhaps the hardest part, forgiving yourself. Look at the woman you were in the past, the one who made mistakes, who made decisions you regret. Look at her not with critical eyes, but with my eyes, full of compassion. She did the best she could with what she knew at the time. She was learning, she was hurting, she was growing. Now say to yourself aloud if possible, "I forgive myself. I forgive myself for my mistakes, for my errors in judgment, for the words I spoke. I accept God's grace for my life. My past doesn't define me. I am a new creation." Feel the liberating power of those words. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you'd like to forgive. No need for details, just names or initials. Picture each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This act of forgiveness is a deep cleaning for your soul. You're sweeping out all the dust and clutter that kept the light of your future from coming in. Each time a painful memory from the past tries to resurface, don't invite it in for coffee. Just tell it, "You don't live here anymore. This matter has been settled. I am forgiven and I have forgiven." Then immediately turn your attention back to my promise of a fresh start. This is a process. There will be days when it feels easier than others, but don't give up. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you're weakening the past's grip and strengthening your readiness for what's ahead. You're tilling the soil of your heart, preparing it for the seeds of joy and purpose I'm eager to plant. Your freedom is one decision away. Choose it today. My precious soul, as you practice letting go of the past through forgiveness, something miraculous starts happening inside you. A new identity begins to surface. You can't enter new, promising territory with the old desert's mental maps and attire. The future I've prepared calls for a new version of you, not because the old one was flawed, but because it served its purpose for that season. Now, it's time to grow. For a long time, your identity has been intertwined with your story. If you've faced many hardships, perhaps you've identified as a survivor, someone just getting by. If you've made regrettable mistakes, maybe you see yourself as someone with a complicated past. If you've been hurt, perhaps you see yourself as a victim. These are labels the world and circumstances placed on you, and which you, unknowingly, accepted as truth. Today, I come to tear off each of those labels and replace them with the truth of who you are in my eyes. This is your true, unchanging identity. First, you are not your past. You are a new creation. The Bible says that if anyone is in me, they are a new creation. The old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. This isn't a beautiful metaphor. It's a spiritual reality. Your essence has been recreated. You have a new spirit, a new mind, the mind of Christ, and a new heart. You don't need to try and fix your old self. You need to learn to live from the new. This means you can think, feel, and act differently than you did before. Second, you're not a victim of circumstances. You're more than a conqueror through me. A victim is passive, someone things happen to. A conqueror is active, someone who, with my power, makes things happen. Your outlook shifts from defensive to offensive. You stop just reacting to problems and start moving toward promises, knowing no weapon formed against you will succeed. Victory isn't something you chase, it's the place you start from. Third, you're not defined by your mistakes. You're defined by my righteousness. When I look at you, I don't see the stain of your failings. I see the purity of Christ, which I've given you. You are righteous, holy, and blameless in my sight. Living from this identity frees you from self-sabotage and the need to prove your worth. You are already valuable. You are already accepted. You are already loved. Living from this new identity is a daily choice. When you wake up, instead of letting past thoughts flood your mind, declare your new identity. Today, I choose to live as the new creation I am. I am more than a conqueror. I am the righteousness of God. My past has no power over me. My future is bright and secure in my Father's hands. This declaration aligns your thoughts with my truth and sets the tone for a victorious day. Throughout the day, whenever an old thought or feeling tries to surface, confront it with your new identity. If insecurity appears, declare, I am a beloved child of the King, and He empowers me for everything. If fear of the future comes up, declare, my God has plans for peace, not harm, to give me the future I hope for. Gradually, this new identity will move beyond just a declaration and become your lived reality. And it's this woman, the new creation, the more than conqueror, the beloved child, who is ready to step boldly into the magnificent future I've prepared. My blessed soul. With your past released and a new identity firmly set in your heart, the future I've prepared for you begins to unfold, not just as a place of personal peace, but as a platform for a powerful new purpose. From now on, your life won't just be about receiving blessings, but about being a blessing. And the raw material for this new purpose is, paradoxically, the very story I called you to break free from. I don't erase your past. I redeem it. I take every fragment, every piece of broken glass that once cut you, and transform it into a stunning mosaic that tells the story of my grace. Your greatest pain will become your greatest ministry. Your deepest wound, once healed by me, will become a source of healing for others. No one can comfort like someone who has been comforted. No one can offer hope in the desert like someone who has found an oasis there. Your experience has given you an authority no degree can grant. When you speak of forgiveness, it won't be theory, it will be testimony. When you speak of overcoming, it won't be a cliche, it will be your biography. When you speak of my faithfulness in dark valleys, your voice will carry the weight of lived truth. I'll start putting people in your path who are exactly where you once were. They're stuck in their own museums of pain. They're chained by guilt and resentment. They feel disqualified and without hope. And they won't need a sermon. They'll need your story. They'll need to look into your eyes and see living proof that it's possible to leave the past and embrace a glorious future. You'll become a beacon. Your life will be the light guiding other ships out of the storm and into the safe harbor of my love. This purpose won't require you to become someone else. It will only require you to be authentically you, the healed and free version I'm making you. It might show up in a conversation with a friend, advice to a child or grandchild, an act of kindness to a stranger, or a new project I place in your heart. Don't underestimate the power of your purpose. A word from you, coming from a place of experience and love, can change someone's life path forever. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. Something like, "Lord, may your future of hope reach all who are stuck in the past," could start a miracle in someone's life. The future I've prepared for you is expansive. It's not self-centered. It's a future that moves you from focusing on your own problems and places you at the center of my solution for the world around you. As you become a channel of my grace for others, you'll discover a joy and fulfillment far greater than any happiness you could seek just for yourself. The real healing for past wounds isn't forgetting them, but seeing them used for a greater good. That's what I'm doing with your life. I'm turning your story into my glory. Your past, once your burden, now becomes your legacy. And this is just the beginning. My precious soul, now that the vision for the future is clear, a future of peace, purpose, and renewed identity, the question is, how do you move toward it? How do you live each day without being pulled back into old patterns? The transition isn't magic. It's an intentional walk. One step of faith at a time, hand in hand with me. The first key to moving forward is practicing presence. The past pulls you back, and anxiety about the future pushes you forward with worry. Both take you away from the only place where life truly happens and where I meet you, the present. Start each day intending to be present. When you wake up, instead of letting your mind race to your to-do list or yesterday's memories, take a moment to simply be. Feel your breath. Feel gratitude for a new day and say, "Father, I'm here with you in this day you've made. Help me live it fully without yesterday's weight or tomorrow's anxiety." Throughout the day, take breaks to reconnect with the present. Look at the beauty of a flower. Savor your food. Truly listen to the person you're talking to. In these moments of presence, you'll find my presence. The second key is the discipline of focus. You need to guard your thoughts. The past will try to intrude. Memories, regrets, and old hurts will knock at your mind's door. You can't stop them from knocking, but you can decide not to open the door and invite them in. When a thought from the past comes up, acknowledge it without judgment, then deliberately shift your focus. Turn your attention to one of my promises. Start praising me. Think of something you're grateful for right now. It's like training a puppy. At first, it'll want to run everywhere, but with persistence and kindness, you teach it to walk by your side. Train your mind to walk alongside my spirit, focused on what is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. The third key is inspired action. The future isn't something that passively happens to you. It's something you co-create with me. In your stillness and presence, I'll give you little nudges, ideas, promptings from my spirit. It might be an urge to call an old friend, sign up for a class, organize a corner of your home, or start a daily walk. Don't ignore these small invitations. These are the building blocks of your new future. Every small act of obedience is a step out of the past and into your promised land. Fear might try to paralyze you, telling you that you're not capable or that it's too late. Respond to fear with a small step of faith. I'm not asking you to build the whole bridge at once. I'm just asking you to lay the first plank. I'll make sure it's firm and show you where to place the next one. Living forward is a way of life, not a formula. It's a dance of trust between you and me. There will be days when you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Be kind to yourself. Grace isn't just for your past, it's for your present too. What matters isn't the perfection of your path, but its direction. And as long as you keep your focus on me and the future I've prepared, you'll always be moving in the right direction. My beloved soul, we've reached the end of this message, which is, in truth, a gateway. A gateway inviting you to definitively leave the twilight of yesterday and step into the dawn of a new tomorrow that I designed especially for you. Together, we revisited the museum of your past, and I gave you the key to lock the door. We unraveled the chains of guilt and resentment, and I showed you the scissors of forgiveness to cut them. We lifted the veil of your future, a place of peace, purpose, and joy. We tore off old labels and clothed you in your true identity as a beloved daughter, more than a conqueror. We transformed your scars into stars, your story into a ministry, and I gave you the practical tools to walk day by day in this new and glorious reality. Now the choice is yours. The gateway is open. The path ahead is lit by my promise. The past is behind you, sealed by my grace. There's nothing left for you there except the lessons already learned. Everything you need, everything you long for, is ahead of you, in me. For my part, I give you my solemn word. I go before you to prepare the way. I go beside you as your faithful companion. I go behind you as your rear guard, protecting you from the enemy's attacks that would try to drag you back. You are not taking this step alone. You are entering a new dimension of your walk with me. Your part, my child, is to walk. It's to take the first step out of the gateway, even if your legs tremble a little. It's to trust that the ground beneath your feet is firm. It's to resist the temptation to look back, for there's nothing there that compares to what awaits you. I want you to leave this encounter with a firm decision in your spirit, the decision to no longer define yourself by what was, but to be excited by what will be, the decision to exchange lament for expectation, bitterness for gratitude, fear for faith. Today, a cycle closes in your life. A long winter of the soul is ending, and spring is bursting forth with a breathtaking force and beauty. The flowers of your future are ready to bloom. The music of your new season is beginning to play. Lift your head. Breathe deeply the air of freedom. The past has served its purpose. Now, turn around. A future of promise awaits you. And I am there, with open arms, waiting to live it with you. Go forward. Don't look back. The best of your story has just begun. If this message resonated with you in your situation, write in the comments, "My future is in God's hands, and I move forward with faith." Share your experiences in the comments, because your decision to move forward can inspire countless others to do the same. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.